universe, and welcome to World Walkers Rhalanas. With me are the so-called Children of Rhalanas, those who are destined to try to either rebuild the shattered world of Rhalanas or, wipe and make new characters. So let's go around and introduce ourselves, starting with Evie.
Hi, I'm Evie. I play a bear druid. He's pretty cool.
That's true. Raven.
I play Lyrics. He's an Oaken Paladin wizard.
Or a bard, according to last week.
Yes. Not sure where that came in.
Well, it'll come in handy this episode.
Oh, I forgot to ask. I had a question for everyone. We'll start with Raven, then double back. Raven, favorite Smash Mouth song?
None of them.
Sorry, we were talking Smash Mouth right before we started.
Smash Mouth is
their cover that was on what movie was that?
Shrek.
Yes, their cover on Shrek just ruined it.
Ruined it? Salvation.
That's the only kids only know that it is by Smash Mouth.
That's true.
Which song?
A believer. I'm a believer.
Oh,
Yeah.
Made famous by the Monkees.
I like their version though.
It's good.
Monkeys
Good
is
version. Okay.
Okay.
overplayed.
Evie, favorite Smash Mouth song?
You're asking the least musically literate person in this chat.
Well, that's not true.
Listen,
Give it time. Give it time.
That's not true.
I guess the Smash Mouth song that the lead singer of Smash Mouth did during We Bear Bears
Perfect.
about a pizza joint.
Nice. Data. Introductions are in order.
hello, I'm Data. I play Kaluma, an elf from Arcadia.
Favorite Smash Mouth song?
I have no idea.
Perfect. That's the right answer. Josh.
I played Tap, a wizard who was only recently revealed that he has some roguish tendencies. So, yeah, got to do a little Rogan last time.
Favorite Smash Mouth song?
Oh, why can't we be friends?
Yes. Perfect answer.
Nice.
Callie.
I am Callie. I play Mabel, the Mousefolk Bard, and I don't know which songs are by them, so I'm just gonna default to All Star because I'm a
Nice.
bitch.
Frank.
I'm playing Valerie Crease, the human summoner, who is also the guardian of Rhalanas. And my favorite Smash Mouth song is a tie between Disconnect the Dots and Padrino.
God damn it, you got it too. I could not decide between those two either. I was gonna go between you pick one, I'll pick the other. No, I'm calling Disconnect the Dots.
I was gonna say I'll go with Padrino then.
Perfect. I actually really like Disconnect the Dots.
I don't know either of them.
Yeah.
I just can't.
That's what pissed me off about Smash Mouth. Like they came with Wushu Meng,
Mm-hmm.
and it was fucking great.
It's actually a really good album.
Yeah, it's a fucking fantastic album. And then All Star came out, or Astro Lounge. I mean,
Astro Lounge, yeah.
Astro Lounge's not a bad. It's not a bad album, but
Yeah.
that was the start of the decline.
But that's the question. Is it really, and that's something that I think is funny, is like it becomes awesome to hate a band,
Mm-hmm.
and then are they actually bad?
I don't know if they're bad.
Because like I don't know their third album. Is it bad? I don't know.
I don't know, but
But I've been told I'm supposed to hate them. So yeah, because All Star,
Smash Mouth knows that they are a meme.
Yeah.
Call that Skrillex.
Oh yeah.
They play into it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like there's a really funny stand-up bit about Guy Fieri. Have you guys ever seen that? There's this comedian kills it, and he talks about like everyone loves to hate him.
Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yes.
but that stand-up bit is fucking legendary because he's like,
Yeah.
what does he do? That dude gives his time to like he cooks food for like firefighters and stuff, and he donates his time everywhere, and
I like the fires out in California. My aunt actually,
yeah,
because that's where my family's from. There was some lady they know, I think, that like she was eating his food at the barbecue or something when she found out she lost her home, and so then like when she went to rebuild her house. They're like, oh yeah, half of it's paid for. And she's like, what? No, it's not. They're like, yeah, it is. And she found out eventually Guy Fieri saw what
yeah.
happened. And
Like, all he does is donate his
her
time and
house.
cook delicious ass fucking barbecue food for people, and
Yeah.
but he looks like he's from Smash Mouth, so it's like, fuck him! Look at his fire shirt.
Yeah.
Nothing says cook food for fire survivors like barbecue.
I know, right? Yeah.
Well, some people were giving him shit because of that, but it's like, man,
Your specialty's your specialty, man. I mean, yeah.
Hold on, let me switch gears here and cook something I'm not good at cooking.
Right. Could you imagine? Yeah.
To be fair, when you've got all that fire around,
come on.
Yeah.
Here's your emergency souffle.
So I
Yeah,
have
you'd have to
I
be a hipster piece of shit to be out there with no house and then go like, oh, really, dude? Barbecue? Poor taste.
Right?
I'll pass.
So I have a GIF keyboard on my phone, and for whatever reason, I searched pastrami on it,
Yeah.
and it came up with a GIF of Guy Fieri putting sunglasses on a sandwich.
My man.
I love him. I've been meaning the last couple of years to go as him for Halloween, but I haven't been able to do it in time. I
That'd
really
be
want
killer.
to. Sometime I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, so now I want to look up Smash Mouth
my,
post Astro Lounge and find out how
my
bad
biggest
they're.
problem with them is the fact that a whole generation does not know who sung "I'm a Believer."
There's a lot of covers for a lot of things that are like that, so it's like
Yeah.
It's not that good of a cover either.
I don't know who sang
like
Holy Night, but I'm still singing it every Christmas.
I mean, I like the cover of it. I think it's pretty
That's a
good.
little different.
Yeah.
I mean, it is different, but again, there's a lot of cover things. That
I didn't know the Monkees were supposed to be anything but like a bootleg Beatles, so I.
Right.
I mean, yeah, they literally had auditions for the band. Like,
Yeah.
for the entire band.
And most of them
Like-
couldn't even play their instruments at the beginning.
It's
Yeah.
true. It's true. Yeah. But I have a lot of sympathy for a lot of bands because, like, I feel like whatever you're trying to be, as long as you don't sell out from the initial goal, then you should be allowed to do what you want. So, like, I know that you're supposed to, in the 90s, you're supposed to hate boy bands. But, like, I don't either. Because, like, whatever you're trying to be, as long as you don't sell out from that, you should be allowed to do what you want.
But
Does
you
that
can
mean-
experiment for other things.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so, like, if your goal is to be a commercial pop hit and you become a commercial pop hit, that's awesome. You did it. No one should hate on you for that. But you were supposed to hate on them for that. And if you grow better than that, even better. Because, like, 98 Degrees put it down.
Oh yeah, they did.
They stayed true to their heart.
Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys, hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they killed.
God damn it, Pedro.
What's up, Frank?
They stay true to their heart.
Yeah, Backstreet Boys was larger than life.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know.
What about NSYNC?
NSYNC, I loved them. But they don't get it.
Them.
No, they don't get it. They're all right.
I posted the GIF I found when I searched pastrami in Discord.
I'll have to look at it later. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking fantastic. You can't go wrong with that. He's so happy too. That's just joy, man. I
Yeah,
can't hate joy.
He's just got the biggest smile on his face after he's put on the sunglasses and given it a pickle mouth.
Sure wasn't a stash.
It might be a mustache. I have no clue.
That's
Either
a
way-
pickle mustache.
Either way, he's just so happy about his sandwich son.
Oh man. So, who wants to give the recap for last game?
Not me this time. I already did
Ooh,
it last time.
Reverse dibs. The nose or whatever that thing is that Data and
Honestly,
Megan,
I can't
no.
remember much of what even happened.
I'll go.
Oh, but you won. You touched your nose or whatever.
Yeah, but according to the group, the nose goes means you go.
What?
And we're happy you believe that.
I don't. I'm doing it anyway. Let's see. We woke up in a church. There was a street gang. They'd killed all of the Horizon Walkers. We woke up and had a scuffle. Their leader escaped with the book that the group needs to rebuild Rhalanas.
Mhm.
We eventually
spent a
figured
while
out it
trying-
was same church, different world. Right.
At
Mhm.
that point, we learned we were on COG. Kaluma made a miracle save and had some details about it.
Hmm.
We spent a long time deliberating what to do next, interrogated somebody, killed them, found out that somebody was still watching and ran to inform the rest. So we hightailed it out of there, found a nice little quiet storage house we could hide out in. And the two giant bears were not quite as sneaky as the rest of us. So now we're trying to figure out what to do next.
I'm
We
sorry.
pick up
that
this
people-
game just as two bear butts disappear into the warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know that they were seen?
Yeah,
they
people,
heard.
We
people were
heard.
yelling about seeing bears.
Is that a
Yeah, I
bear?
think it was a shout of all hell bears or something.
Is that a fucking bear?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that was actually the line.
Yeah.
There are two bears
Falling in
running
that
into that
building?
warehouse.
All right, but yeah, you do successfully make it into the warehouse, unseen-ish,
Ish.
and so yeah, you crawl into the warehouse. It's fairly abandoned. There's the occasional empty-looking crate.
Would you say it's barely abandoned?
It's barely abandoned. It was abandoned, but now it's barely abandoned.
Hey,
God damn it.
hey, I hate
As,
all of you.
I'm gonna die this game.
as soon as we cross the threshold of that door, I'm gonna minor illusion the rest of the wall, just covering the door, disappear the door.
It's gonna be really awkward if I do die this game because not only will that mean that like this was my destiny, but like I'm gonna come back as I'm gonna try and come back as another character of Rhalanas, and it'll have to be like one of those awkward things where like in Dragon Ball, how like they just keep introducing new Saiyans
It's exciting news, Goku.
who are also off the planet Vegeta when it blew up.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's only 4 of us. Guess again.
Yeah.
Super Val.
I mean, you
Mel's
could do what
cousin.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, you make it in. You've got moonlight coming in from the windows on the side of the building, so you got a little bit of light coming in through the warehouse, but otherwise it's pretty dark.
Is there a reason we can't just turn ourselves in and just
Turn
get
ourselves in.
help from the local authorities?
What
That
if
didn't work last time.
they tried to like put us in, I don't know, a circus or something because they don't know what we are.
Yeah, we don't know anything about who the local authorities are or if there are any.
Or they see us and they get really scared and they try to kill us.
Well, I don't like any of this talk, and Paddington just kind of leans up against the wall.
I already know that they don't like druids, so my vote is no cute people.
What happened on Rhalanas to make you guys suspect people of authority are out to get you?
Leaving Rhalanas.
Well,
I'm not saying
I
we're
mean,
honest.
I'm not against authority. I'm just against everything that Mabel just said.
Well,
Now,
Can we just go?
Now I'm
over
afraid.
and Put up illusion.
I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to
I
scare
thought
people.
I'm just cautious. I'm not afraid. That's a better word. Cautious. I'm more cautious. Cautious, he says again. Cautious.
What are we
Actually,
going
no, I
to
was-
do if they saw us?
I've sealed up the door.
Ah, shit.
They walk through here. Mabel.
Can we? Oh, wait! You made it look like there's a door, right?
I made it look like there's an absence of a door. Like
Or-
there never
wait,
was.
what?
There never was a door. This is not
If
the door you're
they
looking
I think
for.
we
live
would-
around here, won't they know?
Can.
Let's take a step back.
Okay.
Let's take a look around,
Mhm.
see if we can fortify the area or find a place we can hide. If not, maybe we should consider moving, finding someplace else.
There are crates, right?
Yes.
Is there like junk piles in this?
Paddington just kind of slowly looks at you,
Who?
at Mabel.
Maybe you can hide in a crate.
I'm already in a crate.
Mm.
I'm already uncomfortable enough with this.
Yeah, you watch as Matthias just crawls inside of a crate.
Just kind of
Yeah, the
One
world
side of
walkers
it.
do barrels. Our thing is crates.
Is there a lid to the crate?
Yep. And Matthias just closes it up.
And how big
Thunk.
are these crates?
Large enough for a Matthias.
Okay,
I mean, we could stack them. Like, we could put the bottom one open, then we can
we don't need
stack
to
the other one
stack
upside down.
any of them.
But I mean, I'm gesturing towards Larix here. See?
Oh,
Well, it's large enough for Larix if it's large enough for Matthias, so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I'm
he can kind of roll up into a ball or something. I can't really do that.
well,
I'm still a 9 foot tall bear.
are there any like big blankets or something, or like tarps or something? You know,
You could start looking around and find a tarp, yeah.
Can't
Okay,
we
maybe-
just cast illusion in a corner or something and have us all hide behind the illusion?
we don't have a
It
like
only lasts
big
a-
illusion. It's just a little one.
Well, Paddington like raises his paws. He's like, before we start tarping up and stuff, what's post tarp?
We just have.
And he looks to the Guardian when he says that.
Oh, sorry,
Expectedly,
Guardian.
expectedly, yeah.
No. You said the Guardian. For some reason, I just thought Mabel.
He's like, oh, I can't wait to find out.
Mabel is now the Guardian of Rhalanas. You heard it here first, folks.
All right, I have to kill Frank first, and then
Oh, here we go.
Let's do it.
What happened? After?
Vicious mockery. Vicious
There can
mockery.
only be one.
vicious.
I'm confused. Didn't we have another? Can't you cast Tiny Hut, or are we out of spells?
Yeah, but we can't.
We can tiny hut, but it's obvious.
After that, what are we going to do though?
We'll put the. Well, okay, you put the.
All right,
you
I'm
put the Tiny
talking-
Hut up.
What's our plan
After we sleep.
post?
Oh, after we sleep.
Yes, after we hide with.
If we can get away
In a
with it.
cautious manner.
What's up, P?
I had a notification on my computer and I looked to the side.
Oh no.
What's up with you? How you doing?
I think as the de facto leader now.
So, how
Roll,
you
I'm not.
What do you mean
so-
de facto leader? You literally.
I'm
You
Guardian.
are you're the Guardian of Rhalanas.
The Guardian. That name
Position
carries
of
weight.
leadership.
The only problem is I'm not big
De
enough to
facto
fill those
leader.
shoes.
You are a 7 feet building.
Plenty big.
With snowshoe feet.
Okay, she might be 7 feet, some odd inches, but she's got really good feet that like aren't big.
You said they were snowshoe feet, and
I am
snowshoes are
done.
big.
That's true.
The
They're
purpose
real
of
petite,
snowshoes
man.
is to
I
spread.
can't handle this.
Do you know what the purpose of a snowshoe is, Frank?
Right, it's a walk on snow.
It's
Snow.
to spread your weight out over a bigger
A
distance.
large surface area.
So after a
Walk on snow,
conductive
right?
conversation
Yeah,
on
so you
snow
can
and
walk on
feet,
snow.
the Guardian says.
I don't know. No, no. The Guardian.
There you have it, folks.
From inside the crate, you hear "Gang Wars."
I like
Well,
Gangnam
I
Style.
had the idea earlier, I believe, that we should maybe instigate with the other gangs and try and play them off each other.
We don't know
What?
anything about them though.
Well, we could find
What if
out.
a lot of civilians get hurt in the
That's a lot of that's not good.
I mean, we maybe.
You see,
maybe-
Paddington's just nodding, like he's just really like if that's what the Guardian says, he seems to be like,
Oh,
okay.
Jesus, no, don't put that on me. No, you're right. You're right. That would involve some bystanders.
I'd like to mention a few things off the top of Kaluma's head.
Oh.
Can they use the book to get off world?
No.
No.
No, they don't have the quill.
Okay. So it's probably not going anywhere.
Give me the quill, maybe, and wrap it up in my bandages.
No, that seems dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not.
It could break in your.
That's fair. We
I
had to
will
put it
take
somewhere
care.
because they know about the quill now.
Do they?
Well,
Oh
they-
no,
Do
No,
they?
we never mentioned the quill.
we didn't talk about that. In
They-
front of-
They did.
did we?
We did.
Yeah. The one that
Yeah.
was listening in the back alley that
Oh no.
Tap became aware of and chased him.
What should we
Um,
put it?
The second point. We're not from here.
Mhm.
If I were going to need help from somewhere, I would prefer not to cause a lot of trouble and possible warfare that gets people hurt.
Yeah, no.
And for that, I think the best case scenario would be talking to the authorities. Now, if you're concerned with your safety, perhaps me and Val can go set up a distraction. We can talk to some of the officers, redirect them off your trail, perhaps buy you some more time to look for another place.
I think we need to stay here tonight and then do that.
Okay.
Didn't we find out that they don't like magic here?
Yes.
Yeah.
We did.
Well, it's not that they don't like magic, it's that they are technologically more advanced than
They are
others.
cautious of magic.
Magic is like, ooh, what the fuck is this?
And I am magic.
We are
They
all.
also, they also don't like druids. I say
They
from
don't like
my
anything
brain.
about them.
I am physically made of magic. Then there's the druid.
All right. Well,
I'm
we're running out of
apparently
time because
embarrassed.
that person could be telling others. So let's focus.
I mean, we essentially
Are
have
we-
two options. We can find the authorities and try to get this through diplomatic means, or violence.
Yeah, but if we're resting,
Good
I
at
wanna know is,
violence.
Are we going to hide here? Like,
Can-
let's confirm, can we hide here first?
That's what we can try. We can all hide for a little bit if anybody comes in, and then yes, yes, we do.
already in a
try to-
crate.
I have finding this place. We're
All we have
safe.
to do is hide and try to wait it out for anybody who comes to look for bears, and then we can be okay.
Right.
Can
So
druids
let's
cast
focus
illusion?
on that.
That's a good question.
I don't.
But I haven't taken a long rest, so
No, I'm not asking. Can druids cast illusion?
What kind of illusion? Like a minor illusion, or
Like,
I don't think
hi-
they have.
like hiding the door.
Hmm.
Well, I did that already.
Yes, I know. But can druids do that?
Let me
Would,
see
would they
something.
think that a druid did it if they saw two bear butts?
I don't think they would think that was a druid per se.
In character, I would say it's possible just because of superstitious nonsense. Out of character is data. I'm not going to say.
Because if they think the druids cast the spell, then
You know, do you
Druids
have
are-
wait. Druids. Okay. So, Matthias, do you have any third level spells?
I have 1 3rd level spell slot.
What spells do you have prepped?
Dispel magic and speak with plants.
I was hoping you had conjure animals prepped. Because then we could just like conjure a
Actually,
bear.
I slowly back away.
I have a couple of things that I always have dispel magic. We discuss this.
Pedro, how
And
much time
speak
has
with-
passed in game while we've been talking?
I don't know, about 5 minutes or so. It hasn't been very long.
Kaluma's going to take an active watch and try to keep himself out of sight to see what the activity outside is.
All right, give me a stealth check.
We still have passed without a trace.
Mine ran out.
Did it?
No,
I,
it's an
I
hour's worth.
cast it again.
I didn't. Let's say
I know. I cast it again.
it didn't take us
The
an hour to
warehouse
get
is
here.
only a few minutes
Oh.
away. It's an hour.
Yeah, you probably still have it then.
22.
All right. So,
Wait, do I still have pass without trace?
yeah.
That's what we just said.
Sorry.
It's all
I was
good.
on
It's
my
all good. Yeah, yeah.
32.
32. Fail. No. All right. So, yep. So you feel confident that you're able to kind of navigate. You don't. Kaluma walks without sound, and is able to kind of stealthily walk up to the windows and the edges of the warehouse, and
As far as Matthias, who's in his crate, is concerned, Kaluma just fucking vanished.
yeah. Kaluma is a vampire.
Kaluma is on Rhalanas again.
All right, yeah. So, kind of whisking between the windows, taking a look outside. All quiet.
It's quiet.
Hmm.
No sight of the people that were talking about the bears earlier.
It's probably just a passerby.
Start shooting. I I could have Tatsu just peek out from the second story window the entire night, just this being of light.
Matthias, if we do sleep, are you gonna prep locate object just in case?
If we do, I will. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh god, yeah, that would come in handy. Gee.
Yeah.
Kaluma's going to continue taking an active watch while these guys keep talking. He said his piece already.
I don't necessarily think it's a bad idea to go to the authorities, but maybe, yeah, I don't know. Maybe Kaluma's right.
They
What do you
think
think?
I'm a
Can you-
terrorist.
What do you
Okay,
think?
but we don't
Try
tell
to
them that you're a
locate.
druid. We don't even bring you up.
So it's just you and Kaluma going to go?
Yeah, it would be me and Kaluma, and we
Then
would
what-
go and
What do we do?
wait, and then once we find out what we can, maybe where their hideout is, and
I mean, if they knew what their hideout was, wouldn't they stop them?
not if the thieves are stronger than them.
And what are we going to do?
Well, we're probably stronger than the guards.
Well, and again, just because law enforcement knows of a problem doesn't mean that they're able to constantly take care of it. I mean,
That's
you
why
know,
gangs exist.
back in Hawkins, we were aware of hobgoblins in the woods, but we couldn't just constantly go out on patrol and wipe out the hobgoblins all the time. We
Right.
handled them as we could, and we broke up whatever skirmishes were out there. But
That's true. Maybe we could go to them and then we can tell them that if they help us, we can help them take them down.
There we go. We could just lay
Okay.
everything out bare. Go like, look.
That's
I mean, like, we'll just go like, hey, we're off-worlders. We don't want to be here any more than you want us to be here. Help, if you know anything about this, gang, the 365, whatever they're called, 36 Mafia or
5.
365, yeah. And then we'll just play it. We'll just be completely honest.
Only thing to be aware of there is that an underground criminal organization that big probably has a good portion of the authorities on the payroll.
Well, if we can get some rest, I can keep my eye out for anybody and listen to their thoughts to see if any of them are.
I'm okay either way. We can storm in and grab it with violence, or go to the authorities. Those are both good plans.
I'm gonna sleep in this crate.
Okay, we should probably, yeah. We
All right,
can
Guardian,
maybe we
what are
can
we
put
doing?
the crates kind of close together, and then I can make the tiny hut around it so that if they look in, they see just the crates, but they can't get inside.
Yeah, little disguise.
Hang on. Continue. Sorry, I'm just gonna look something up.
I think we'll just quietly start piling up garbage enough to hide a tiny hut in the
While
corner.
they do that, I start ritually casting it.
all right, yep. So you begin putting together the semantic components and whatnot, and then you finish your ritual, and the little hut forms together, springs out of the ground, and you guys can move
The
in.
last bit of garbage is applied.
We could put the tarp around it, maybe.
You don't need. Why you don't need to?
I don't
Really?
think we ever actually confirmed we had a tarp, but
Yeah, we did.
oh, great. Narrative tarp.
What do we need a tarp over it for?
Keep it out. If someone comes in here,
We're covering it with. We
Right,
could
no,
just
so-
covered it with stuff.
The idea is, I thought the idea was like we put a bunch of crates and stuff, and then I put the tiny hut like around the crates and stuff, and then
like behind the crates.
So it looks like a bunch of crates,
yeah,
and not like a tarp draped over a giant dome.
yeah,
'cause that'd be a little weird.
yeah.
But yeah, so
We disguise it in an appropriate fashion.
Put some Christmas ornaments on it.
there you
There
go.
you go.
Is it Christmas in COG?
It is not.
And I don't know why we put Christmas ornaments on.
What
it.
has the
Christmas
weather been
episode
like
now.
outside?
Christmas episode-
Being the only tree here, I feel offended.
Yeah. Yeah, you
I
chose
didn't-
something besides him.
I didn't say
Like,
anything
oh,
about
you-
dressing up Raven as a tree,
Yeah,
as a real tree.
that's kind of the point. It's like he's the only tree here, and you're like, you know what? Let's dress up this house because we don't got a tree to dress
Oh,
up.
I'm not going to make a decoration out of my buddy.
Hey, I like to dress nice sometimes.
You like dress nice sometimes, but you don't want to be a tree from other traditions you don't even believe in.
I mean, garland, scarf.
How do you know he doesn't believe in Christianity?
I love Pedro.
I'm not seeing no Jesus piece on him.
That was beautiful.
It's kind of awkward to get like a wooden crucifix and put it on Larry's. Like, here's some of your dead friends.
All right.
He's carrying them around already, though.
Yeah, he does have a bunch of those already.
It'd
We
be
need
it'd
to
be
know
accurate for a crucifix.
We need to know the lore behind the winter celebration of Knox.
We can get to that another time.
Everyone gets wet. Everyone gets sleepy. I said wet.
You all can discuss this next week when I'm not here.
Oh boy. Okay.
Son of a bitch.
Close that
So-
folder, Frank.
Man.
Please stop. No more. Drop it.
Oh, sorry, man.
Okay. Sorry. Didn't mean to yell
So we
there.
have our hut, we have our garbage pile.
Does
I
it
have a-
look,
What more do we need for a happy, healthy existence?
Pedro?
Sleep.
Food?
Does
We already
it,
have food. Never mind.
We have
We
food.
got rations.
Does it look
We got sandwiches.
Oh,
inconspicuous?
that's right. Very expensive
Does
sandwich.
the garbage pile over the hut look somewhat natural?
Roll stealth
Oh,
for tiny
it's the hut over the garbage pile.
Give me 1 second. So what we're going to do? Who created it?
The what? Oh,
The-
I think
Who put the garbage pile together?
Tap.
didn't anybody help him.
However has good survival would be the one to put it together.
So
Yeah, we'll do a survival check. So who wants to roll a survival check?
Kaluma?
Oh, let me see what Val's got.
Or
do it.
Kaluma's
It's not-
watching.
So I'll
Yeah,
listen.
Kaluma's watching, but Kaluma does have like a +6.
Matthias should have pretty good.
I have
Okay.
I have a plus
Hey.
4 to survival. So
Actually, our ranger should do it.
Wait, you have +8 lyrics?
No, I have +3.
All right. So we're gonna have Kaluma do it.
Great.
I don't like that we're
But
putting
you,
Kaluma
he's
on
getting
the
help
spot.
though, right?
Yeah, you got
He
great
was-
wisdom,
he was-
right?
Well,
Kaluma
I
was
do have
keeping
good wisdom.
watch.
well, wait, just
There you go.
real quick. Is he getting help? Does he?
Someone said Kaluma has +6. So
Oh,
I
well,
know,
I
but-
just. Never mind.
He
So
was
who's taking-
he was on watch.
I was on.
oh, that's right. So yeah. So who was doing it?
I'll do it. I have a plus 4.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I
Cool.
thought
Cool.
you were asleep in a crate.
I
I mean, he
didn't.
can
I
get out
hadn't
of his
thought-
crate.
I
Well,
hadn't
Tap
fallen
was trying to
asleep.
move the crate that Matthias was in, and then Matthias like, "Oh, fine, I'll do it."
That's like you can always get out of the crate. It's not.
And I just like one-handed it because yes.
We see
All
piles
right.
of garbage flying out of the crate.
Ooh! This is great. This is a not natural 20.
Nice.
There you go. So yeah, it looks good.
Looks great.
To the garbage heap.
Little do we know that Cog's garbage heaps look different than they do on Rhalanas.
Yeah.
Does it look natural from my vantage point?
I mean, it looks like someone created a big pile of garbage in the middle of a warehouse, but
It's like no one's
Maybe we could have put it in a corner or something.
yeah, you put it in the corner and it looks
Corner,
okay.
middle, whatever.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
I
I mean-
thought we
I
did
mean-
put it in the corner.
I'm an exterior decorator.
Cool.
Alright,
Alright.
cool. I get inside and I sleep.
This is.
Val hangs herself up like a fucking coat.
What?
Not a nice way to sleep.
I don't know. I was thinking about, like, everyone goes to sleep all weird, and then Val just goes up to the wall and just
This hangs yourself up like a Jesus is what it looks like.
oh yeah. But I was just kind of hanging on the coat rack, but I guess it is kind of
Yeah.
kind of topical for this time of year.
Does Lyrics need to sleep?
No.
Would Lyrics prefer?
If he wants spells back, he does. Like,
I thought I just needed to.
Not.
well,
really.
rest, I guess. You don't need to sleep. Sorry, I guess, but
Yeah.
yeah.
You could theoretically keep watch, I think is what we're going for there.
I haven't slept in like 3 sessions.
Yeah,
Nah.
yeah, we haven't gotten to sleep in a while.
We know.
I mean, I could keep watch, but if they come in there and see a tree watching them,
Well, you can see out from inside the hut.
Yeah, you could.
Oh,
There's-
which is covered by a tarp.
You
Can
could
say you can see inside the hut too because I've got it transparent right now, so that
You
it
can-
just looks like a bunch of crates and trash.
you could
All
hide
right,
in one-
I'll leave my owl. I have my owl that can keep.
Well, what I was gonna say was Raven could or Larix could hide in a crate.
no, I'm just gonna lay down behind them like a
That's
log.
fine. Yeah, that's
It only
fine.
has us a field of view of a knot hole.
Everybody gets in front of or behind a crate or in a crate. Cool.
All right, I'll recall my owl and perch him up there, like a disguise him with a little bit of garbage.
Okay, so you guys are all taken care of. You've gotten your night's rest.
Oh,
Um,
thank God.
God.
Yeah. So
That long rest,
take a
but-
minute to prep your spells if you are spellcasters.
Okay, yep. Get
Yes,
that. Loki
that's
object,
everybody.
absolutely.
I shall make a point of that. Yes.
And it might. I still. I think
Uh.
conjure animals. Can you conjure a bear? Because I think that would be like a great distraction.
And you go send a bear out into the streets.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god. That's
Hey, there's that bear!
exactly.
I forget. Do either of my classes get to choose spells after a long?
Paladins, don't they? I think. Or yeah, paladins.
Paladins
Paladins
can
both
choose
choose spells. Both of them, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I honestly
Yep.
couldn't remember.
it's been a
Yep, they
while.
both do.
It's been a while.
And say, "Come around."
So, great news! Locate object is second.
Yeah, you've got 6 spells to prepare.
I was about to say I could do locate object.
Well, you've got 9 spells to prepare.
I just got locate object on.
No,
me.
6 spells to prepare, 4 of which are always prepared. Well, let's see. You can prepare. You've got 4 spell slots. 4
Always
first.
prepared should be
Yeah.
always. Do those count towards?
No, they don't.
No,
So
they don't.
They shouldn't.
I'm gonna wake up and clean off my gear with prestidigitation.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
clean my outfit with prestidigitation.
yeah.
I have prestidigitation.
I do.
We could have had clean clothes this whole time.
Can
No one
you
asked.
clean my clothes too?
Hell yeah.
Arthur got in a bath.
I feel dirty.
Yep. Yep.
There's sandwiches.
Let me know when you guys are all prepared.
And I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
gonna-
like the sound of that.
What?
Let me know when you're all prepared. We're gonna get fucking jumped.
You
I'm
wake
gonna-
up and roll initiative.
And druids.
I'm cloaking up with that cloak, and I'm like gonna take my scarf and kind of wrap it around me, and then put on my like winter gloves, so you can't really tell too much that I'm a mouse.
I'm gonna put my muff on.
Nope,
over my
give me a
gauntlet.
disguise check.
Okay, what would that be?
I'm going to
Disguise, isn't
I
it?
don't have a
Deception. I'm sorry. I always get that wrong.
Okay,
Deception.
okay.
So I did. I took conjure animals and make
Callie, you get advantage, by the way. Kaluma's gonna help you.
Oh.
It's my cloak. I want to make sure it looks good.
That's
So they
minimally better.
Really sure what sort of creature is standing.
That is minimally better. 12. Went from a 3 to a 6.
Nice.
I took conjure animal, so we
Cool.
can do that.
Just think it'd be a good distraction to get out of this place.
Okay.
Monsters official.
As long as you can actually conjure a bear, because that'd be.
Oh, I can probably do it because
Because usually they have like I think.
if I'm conjuring 2 beasts, which I probably will because they're 2 bears that they saw.
Right. Yeah, I think they should be the
yeah.
right.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, I can spawn 2 brown bears.
Perfect.
We can have 4 bears.
See, this is the best idea. See, look at that.
There were 2. Now there's 4.
Distraction
They're
bears.
multiplying.
Distraction bears.
What do you think they came in here to do?
Don't finish that sentence.
Find food.
Oh, I'm taking a spell I haven't taken in a while, and I might see if it works on these other worlds.
Hey,
Moment of truth.
what coloring fur does Paddington have? Just,
Oh, yeah, it's a woodsy brown.
I just wanted to make sure it was a brown bear and it wasn't like It wasn't like, well, I saw a black bear earlier, so it must be around here somewhere. It's like, no, okay.
There's 3 bears.
There are 3 bears.
Let's go find the porridge. Okay, I think I got my spells.
I got my spells because I can't prepare anything else.
Okay.
Yep, I'm good.
Oh man,
Mm-hmm.
are we all good?
I always
Yeah.
forget that I can change spells after a long rest.
You know. Never mind. I think I thought. Oh, wait. I also got already. I have an idea.
You good, Josh?
I'm good.
And Kaluma, do you have any spells you have to prep?
Rangers don't prep spells.
Yeah, Rangers don't get.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't get to prep spells. I just get to refresh.
Just wizards, clerics, druids.
Yeah.
Paladins.
Cool. All right. So it's the next morning. You wake up so fresh and so clean. And what's on the agenda? What do you end up doing?
Me and Kaluma, I believe, are gonna go.
I can go with you. I'm disguised.
Of course you are.
You're the shortest disguised person.
Yeah.
Anybody with a perception higher than 12 is not sure that Mabel should go with you. She's very proud of her outfit.
I'm not sure that Mabel should go with you.
Paddington says, like, I think you're probably good to go.
Oh, thank
I
you.
don't have a. I don't
I
have
can
a.
just be a little girl, you know.
Yeah.
I just whisper down to Mabel, you shouldn't go.
Wait, but why? I can help.
It's not that good of a disguise.
Oh, hey, Mabel. What's up?
Oh, what's wrong with
Your
it?
nose is sticking out.
My nose. Oh no! I pulled my scarf up.
Oh, wow.
There, is that better?
I think so.
Illusion is complete.
It is better, but
Do I look like a little girl now?
speed is
No,
of the
we-
essence.
You're like a human.
Your ears poked out.
Oh, really? No. And then he pushes your ears down,
Oh, thank you.
and her nose kind of pokes out.
Okay.
Kaluma's just going to pat Mabel very gently on the head,
I can
trying
help
to avoid the hat.
Like you would a human.
Yeah.
As much as a bard would help, I think maybe they should go alone.
Oh. They both say at the same time.
They're so in sync.
I don't know. Maybe it's a better disguise we can let Mabel come with.
But this is her disguise.
Ah, shit.
What else can I do?
Shit. Can you wear this muff?
That does,
Don't you need it?
No. I got my.
It's
my
gonna be
collar's on.
really big for me. What am I going?
You crawl inside of it.
You need to like wrap it up like a cat so that works.
I already look like I've got a cast on, so like you can wear the muff like a big stocking hat.
Oh, okay. I'll take it. Put it over. Put it on.
Nope.
Oh my god.
I don't think this is going to work.
Mabel,
This is
we'll
an
be back soon
American
enough.
Huh?
You need to take care of the rest of the group. You're in charge until we get back.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Is that okay, Val?
You're putting me in charge? Oh, okay.
No drinking.
No, never again. It's okay.
Oh, no, you're in charge.
That's right.
Val, are you
Is
ready?
that bad?
I'm ready. Are you ready, Kaluma?
Yes. Do you mind being the speaker? I don't think I got the gift of gab from Gasper with everybody.
Ah, shit. I could cast tongues on you before we go, but it only lasts like an hour.
Maybe right before we go in. Like we'll just slip into an hour, you can cast and then we can go in.
All right, let's do that.
Before you guys leave, do you have a way to send a signal like that you need help?
I'll shoot
No.
a shot into the
Storm
air.
the castle, etc.
No.
No familiars, no sending, no.
Wait, no, you can send your familiar with them.
I could perch an owl on one of their shoulders, I suppose.
Or at least have it fly around and follow them.
Oh,
There you go.
That wouldn't raise suspicion.
make them look like a druid.
Fly around above them.
That's it.
Tap, do you want to follow invisible?
Oh, geez. I only got an hour's worth of invisibility. That's super risky.
Then I will fire a shot into the air. You guys can see it.
How
Can't
about
you-
or, uh,
Or into the ceiling, as the case may be.
I'm a good shot. I'm pretty sure I can get it.
I mean,
Let-
if you're in trouble, how about we
I'm
make
going to cast Find Familiar, a ritual spell, and summon a rat or a mouse.
Oh,
That
there
will
you go.
take an hour.
Oh, it's so cute. Oh, it's an hour. That's right.
Takes an hour to cast Find Familiar.
It does.
Yeah.
Ritual it.
God damn it.
An hour and 10 minutes if he's casting.
Hour and
Oh. Oh.
Anyway, maybe we
Okay,
shouldn't worry
never
about
mind.
it. I'm sure everything will be.
I mean, I
Well,
could
how
try
about this?
sending-
How about okay? If we will wait a while. After so much time, how long? I can send you a message and see if everything is okay.
That's
3 hours? 2 hours?
2 hours. Yeah.
I have no idea. 7 hours? What are numbers?
I think 2 hours is pretty good. Because that
We'll
would
check
be
it.
like a really long time.
2 hours. Okay. Val, do you know what 2 hours is?
120 minutes.
It's a lot of numbers.
Uh,
Okay, you'll be in charge of keeping us on time, okay, Val?
I'm still gonna
Well,
do
you don't need to be on.
Find Familiar.
Oh, I see. You have to come
Yep.
back.
I will be right back. You guys can plot for a second.
Yeah, I'll do my familiar mouse and then just have it like constantly checking around the warehouse.
So
Oh
That's
boy,
great
splitting
plan.
the party again.
scary.
I'll tell you. I
Very
wonder if we're supposed to. Are we go? You guys going to the authorities?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the plan.
Or what if we should just all go? Like if we're gonna turn ourselves in.
Well, the problem is we don't want to be seen by a bunch of people along the way.
They already they don't like druids.
Ugh.
We know that.
At the very least, they can go get them, and if they agree to help us, they can bring them to us.
Yeah, because we've been very good at trusting people to do things, haven't we?
Well, that's also tied to the fact that the Horizon Walkers have fought the druids a couple of times for the benefit of Cog.
Also, I have an idea. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'll tell you guys that way. If I forget, you can remind me. Next chance we get before we go to sleep, if I happen to have 3rd level spell left, I want to try to send a message to Father Jacobs in the Shard.
Ooh.
There you
I will
go.
try to
So
remember
don't let me forget that.
Kaluma will not remember, but I can make just an offside joke that might remind you.
Okay. Because I was like, because I totally could have done it last night, but I forgot until today. Or until.
I'm just worried if magic can get in there. Then
Well,
something
I don't know if it easier.
out.
That's why I would wait, and because usually I have like 1 3rd level spell if I'm gonna go to sleep, so I can just use it before I go to sleep to try and see if I can contact him. Just shot in the dark, literally.
Yeah.
I'm just worried that if magic can get in there, something can get out of there.
Of course.
Uh,
So the hope then, Reven, is that it doesn't work.
yes.
Frank, since
What
this
up?
is plotting time,
I'm here.
what are you planning to say to the authorities?
Like we are from off-world, and we had our method of we need an item to leave, and it has been stolen by a group of thieves called
Let him
3
finish, Reven. Let him finish first. Let him see it through. Continue, Frank.
So if you wouldn't mind helping us, we can get out of here faster, leave this world. Easy peasy.
What are you offering them in exchange for them helping?
We're helping them take out the 365, right?
Yeah, we're gonna just
Are
we're
we
gonna go.
offering to topple their entire
At
criminal?
least help. We're not taking the whole thing
Yeah,
down.
we
but
can bring them their
offer help.
leadership.
Well, just
Or
any if we
capture
can
the
do
leader?
Yeah, character leader, or wanted dead or alive.
Just
Oh, that's an interesting one.
anything we can do to help them
Yeah,
with them is
We're willing to infiltrate.
assistance. Exactly.
yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Infiltrate
Should
and
we
shiv, shank, stab our way through.
should we tell them though that they have an item that helps us get off world? I feel like we should be pretty minimal about the item. I feel like we need to be
Yeah, they stole something of ours.
yes. I
Do
think
we even
just-
need to include that?
I think
Oh,
we
we
need
gotta-
to include that they have something, or we need to give some sort of incentive, like why we're going at them.
They killed
There isn't a-
they killed half our group.
Yeah, actually, there you go. They
Yeah.
killed our friends, and
Yeah.
Well, not your friends, just Kaluma's.
Well, they're not going to let us in there just for revenge. So I think we
So,
we'll
yeah.
probably have to tell them about. our-
Also, if we just say they killed some of his friends, it's not. It's like, well, that's
yeah,
just
I think
kinda
that's good.
weird.
That's good. Just revenge plot. That's good.
They killed some Horizon Walkers.
Well, I don't know if they'll know what that is, but at the
I
very
don't know.
Yeah,
avoid
Horizon
having to
Walkers
roll a
have helped.
deception check.
That,
without-
well,
They've helped fight the.
they don't
druid.
know. We don't know that they know.
Yeah, we don't know specific. We don't know if Greg.
I mean,
at
they have
death
help,
knows.
but
Maybe Kaluma
don't think-
does know if they do.
And I would ask Pedro that
yeah.
Exactly.
because
Yeah.
I'd also like to ask Pedro.
Then ask.
Pedro,
God damn it.
Sorry.
I forgot what I was going to ask. I'm falling into Kaluma brain.
Sorry.
I gotta look at your face. That way I'll remember. Okay. Two things. Do I know if the people here know of the Horizon Walkers?
Yeah, you've been to Cog. The Horizon Walkers have definitely been to Cog before.
All right, so there's a chance they might know who they are. Second question.
Like Machado, we're in Machado. If that helps.
Yeah, we're in Macaroon.
The tastiest city on Cog.
Pedro,
Or Chata.
how do the Horizon Walkers feel about the people on Cog knowing about other worlds? Like, do we actively say it every time it like comes up just naturally in conversation? Like, hey, so I was over in Kendis the other day, fighting with the other elves.
I don't know if I understand the question, I guess.
The question is,
Do
Hi,
they
Frank.
know Horizon
Our plan,
Walkers are from another world?
our plan is to go to the authorities and ask for their help.
Mm-hmm.
Do we mention that we're from off-world, or would that kind of be a
Oh.
delicate thing to discuss?
It's delicate. You don't know if they know, and it depends on what region and all that stuff. And
Don't know if Greg at the front desk knows. So
right.
Okay, right. So in that case, Kaluma would air you to hold back on those 2 points, please, Frank.
Okay.
Another world, a land far, far away.
Yeah, we're just from far.
How are we going to explain if, like,
It's really easy on Menroth
We-
because Menroth is very plains aware.
We
For instance,
explain us. We can just say like, maybe we can be like, there was some bad magic that went wrong or something.
No, because if they try to dispel me, then
Not you, but we can say we might have a cursed item that we're trying to deal with. In order to finish getting rid of the cursed item, we need to get something back that they stole.
This seems to involve a hell of a lot of deception checks.
well, I mean, it's not lying. He's got the cursed item in his glove.
It's not lying, but it is deception.
This is true. Yeah, I mean,
I
guess it
okay,
is.
so
Anyway,
what we should tell them then is that they haven't. We can tell them that they have a cursed. They have an item that can curse people into different.
are you
shapes.
guys playing this in game or are you talking outside of game?
We're talking outside of game. Like, this is kind of happening between Val and Kaluma on the way there.
Let's play it in game then, so I know what's going on. Yeah.
We're still in the warehouse, getting ready to leave, and we're talking about this both in the warehouse and fine-tuning out the details on the way.
Okay.
I think it should just be the revenge thing.
I think that's good.
Revenge? I mean, we can do that, but they're gonna.
for that.
I think the idea that I think that if we go in there and go,
Well,
they have a cursed magic. We are trying to get rid of a cursed magic item. They have it. They
uh,
cursed our friends.
oh, that no. Oh.
That's why they look like animals, quote unquote.
Yeah. But try and keep it in game, otherwise we might end up spending a lot of time out of game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you guys are you guys talking in game then amongst each other?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just well, Mabel, I think, or do we? Kulum and I already left, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you're just coming up with it on your own.
You think what?
Uh,
Wait, what did you say again? Say that again.
Kaluma,
Val?
do you still think that? What's your plan? What do you think?
We're going to ask them really nicely. Please help us.
Okay. Why should? What do we tell them then?
We will tell them that we were robbed, we were mugged, and we would like to get our stuff back and leave quietly.
Did we mention that we're spellcasters?
Probably not.
Okay. Second question.
It
Or
might
third
come up,
question.
though.
It's probably going to come up because I cast a big ass fireball inside that church.
Yeah. And you can summon.
I can summon Tatsu. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm just going to keep my crystal tucked in my shirt.
Cool.
But yeah, so if it comes up, we won't deny it, but we'll not mention that we're spellcasters. So they killed our friends, the Horizon Walkers, and we're going to get revenge.
You could, or sorry, are you guys up alone?
They're walking the streets, yeah.
Okay.
Dilemma.
Sorry.
Right?
Yeah.
So we're going to go with the revenge plot then?
I'm down with revenge.
Okay.
I don't think it's in like the Horizon Walker code.
These guys probably don't know who the Horizon Walkers are.
I mean, they might. I mean, I've never been here before, but like, I think Lauren's been here twice.
Machado or Cog in general?
Macaroon.
Macaroon.
Oh no, maybe not Macaroon specifically, but Cog.
Okay.
Or maybe it's Macaroni.
Well, when you're walking down the streets, it's dawn at this point. Shops are beginning to open. People are filling the streets just a bit. People look like they're walking to work.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking for?
Are there any signs?
Lots of signs.
Can we read any of them?
Val,
Yeah,
can you
they're
read the
coming.
signs?
Yeah, any signs saying like, police box this way or
Police box.
Hardest spikes.
We could ask somebody.
yeah, or we could just look for a guard.
Mm-hmm.
Ask where HQ is.
So, are you gonna go ask someone then?
Yeah, we'll ask
Yeah.
the guard.
You don't see any guards just walking around,
Mm-hmm.
but
Well, let's ask a shopkeep. They probably know.
mhm.
They're setting up.
Yeah, I'll walk up.
All right. So yeah, you see someone setting up one of their stands.
Hi.
Person turns around. Hey, how's it going? Not quite open right now. We're trying to get things assembled.
Oh, right on. I just had a quick question. Where
Sure.
did I find the guard? Like a guard or the guard headquarters?
Looks around. Police?
Yeah.
Kind of nods. Why?
Something got stolen from me last night.
And looks at both of you. And
I'd like to report a crime.
for real?
Yeah, is that not how things work here?
No, it's. I mean, all right.
Or are the cops
Oh.
are the cops complicit or some shit?
No, what? No. If you want to go report a crime, and he gives you directions, he's like, just 10 blocks, 2 lefts, and I guess you would find a police station.
All right, cool. What's your hesitation? It seems like I'm out of my.
You just seem like 2 people that could handle yourselves.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, there is, yes, we can. However, we got robbed by someone from 365. So I thought it was a bigger deal than that.
And he walks away from you.
Yep.
All right.
God damn it.
Whatever.
God.
Hey, let me mention this gang that robbed me.
In the middle of the street.
Well, we know where the guard station is. It doesn't matter. Like,
Yep.
it's not
Seven.
like it's not like 365 doesn't know we're not after that ass.
Hey! Stop! Stop! Stop talking. Just go. Go.
I'm
Go.
I was
He
talking-
freaks out. I'm not really mad. No, I'm not, baby. I'm not really mad. Sorry.
Sorry, Jess.
It's called role playing.
Jesse
I was-
yelling
It's
at
called acting.
Well, I was
Sorry.
talking to Callie anyway.
Sorry, Jess thought I was really mad.
I was talking to Callie anyway because like she was like, "Don't tell them that we're after us." I was like, "They know we're after them."
No, but Callie's not here. I don't.
I know, but
Yeah.
I was responding to Callie when she talked out of the game.
I know. Sorry.
Luma's gonna
Sorry.
yell at the shopkeep. Sorry. Wave.
All right, so quick and step,
Alright.
Oh, innocent.
quick and step. Let's do this.
Mhm.
Right. So we go straight 2 blocks and then we take a right.
Okay.
Mm,
Is that where you're going, Frank?
Wait, 2 blocks, take a right? No, we're gonna take 10 blocks and take a left.
Okay, so you're not there.
Take 2 lefts.
When?
no.
After 10 blocks, we're gonna take 2 lefts.
There you go.
So before we get to this, before we get to that last left, find an alley, cast tongues
Okay.
on Kaluma.
There you go. All right. So you find yourself in front of a rather impressive building. This building takes up the entire block, and it's 2 stories tall. And it has in large, impressive letters. It says Machado PD.
Machado PD.
Mm-hmm.
What does it say?
It says Machado PD. Police department.
All right,
Oh.
you're looking for someone who looks like Terry Crews.
All
Yeah.
right, so saunter in.
Yep. So you walk in, and the building, when you first walk in, there's window after window after window all the way to the left, and the building is the floor is tiled. It's beautiful in here. Yeah, rather different than you're used to. You're used to like wooden floors or something like that, but this is like this beautiful, almost ceramic tiled floor. The building is stone, but it's like this kind of like almost like a ceramic textured stone floor. There are people at several of the windows, but not all of them, and they have this kind of a blue attire, and it's this nice blue outfit, but then it's pulled over and then buttoned down the left side, right?
Nice.
And it's this like really elegant kind of emerald button down on the left side, right?
Mhm.
And they all have really each person squared shoulders. They seem incredibly in incredible shape, square jawed, they seem like they're very focused, at attention. Each one seems military almost in their posture.
Shit.
And they are waiting for you. I'm gonna there we go.
What?
Nothing.
There wasn't an M
Just
in
rolling
front
that
of
initiative ahead of time. Don't worry.
No, the Zoom chat kept popping up in my
Oh.
yeah, so I had to pull it off to the side. No, it's okay. So you can head to any window you want to.
All right. I guess I'll head to someone who looks a little more sensitive than the rest. Like if there's a choice between like Humphrey Bogart Terry Crews and Sean Connery. I'm going for Terry Crews.
Give me an insight check.
Amen. Terry Crews every time.
Insight check. That's a great one. That's one of my best skills. Not
Really?
no, hell no.
Oh,
Oh shit! But I still got that 20.
If they have a cup of yogurt, that's them.
All right. So yeah, you see a person who looks like he has seen some shit, but his soulful blue eyes speak to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's got pulled back, kind of comb back brown hair and a chiseled chin, but he calls to you.
Straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon me, sir.
Nods.
Is there a way I could speak with someone privately?
No.
My buddy and I. Okay. We.
He kind of laughs. He goes, "But I mean, you can speak to me. What's going on?"
Last night, we had a run in, my pals and I, with 365,
Oh,
and they killed some of our friends.
okay. Well, this is a pretty big deal. So you need to, yeah, you're here to obviously report a crime. And he kind of smiles.
I actually want to offer. I understand that 365 is something of a deal around here, correct?
I think before we get to that, who are they?
He looks at both of you. You see, you need to speak to an officer. You need to speak to an investigator.
If you think
Okay.
that would be best.
Okay, so let's get you checked in. All right, let's move you over. Yeah, let's move you over to a spellbreaker. Hold on a second. And he stands up. He says, "Yes."
What's that?
He seems really confused. Let's just get you to a spellbreaker. All right. Step on over this way. And he points over to a door all the way at the end.
All right.
And so you walk all the way over to that way?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you get over to there, and then the door kind of pushes in and then slides to the left, and you hear it kind of go like, and slides open.
I go into a goddamn jail cell, Pedro.
It doesn't look like a jail cell.
Okay.
Okay. Do you walk in?
Weird slidey door.
Yep.
All right. So you walk in. Kaluma, you walking in after him?
Kaluma's going to be hesitant for a moment,
Sure.
looking around. Is anybody reacting or giving, like,
No.
everything seems normal?
Yeah. No one's jumping out all of a sudden going, "Ha ha! It is I, 365," and the walls fall away or anything.
You've been caught in my trap.
Wait, you said the door just kind of slid open?
Yeah.
Kaluma's going to marvel at that for a moment.
Okay.
Get close and get a look at it. Just like, where are the runes that make it slide?
Mm-hmm.
Where are the
What
magic?
do you think of this? You think it's a trap?
I mean,
You hear the person at the window kind of lean forward and go, "Is there a problem, gentlemen?"
this is an amazing door.
Kaluma, we're gonna give ourselves away. Come on.
Oh. Kaluma follows.
What's in the room? Pedro.
Oh, are you looking inside, you mean?
Yeah, I'm in the room.
It's actually, oh, okay, you go in the room. It's just a hallway. It's 20 feet long.
Is there anything at the end of the hallway?
Another door.
Great.
Yeah.
All right.
The walls start closing in.
2 twin girls holding hands.
Shit, yeah. I'm gonna get shining up in this bitch. I'll be
So,
there.
are you both going in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you both go in, and then the door slides shut, and you hear a chick. And then at the about 15 feet in, there's a window, and then there's a tray that you can pull open,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of pulls open, kind of like you pull it down, kind of like a like kind of, I guess like at a bank almost, where you would pull it down.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's someone on the other side of it. They have the same kind of garb as the other people, and they're standing straight. They have a long blonde ponytail, same kind of military stance, and they say, "Is this your first time here in these proceedings?"
Yes, ma'am.
So let me explain how this goes. Do you have any sort of magical equipment that you would like to declare?
Yes.
All right. And then the tray opens up. Please insert here.
I cannot do that.
You're going to have to. We do not allow you to bring any sort of dangerous, harmful, or otherwise magical equipment into the police department. Please insert the equipment here. And the tray opens up.
Are there any guarantees I'm gonna get my stuff back?
Yes. We'll give you a ticket. We'll write your receipt.
Fuck. All right.
We can't, for obvious reasons, we can't let you bring any of this stuff into the police department.
Correct. Yeah. I take the necklace off.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
And what is this? And she's getting ready to write the details down.
It is a summon stone.
Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. Does that mean you're a summoner?
Yes.
Okay. And what kind of summon stone?
Light.
Okay. Seems confused, but writes it down. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Please be aware that if you are not telling the truth, we will be detecting that in a moment. So it's in your best interest. I
hold up my hand.
Okay.
Wrapped up in this cloth. They're gonna detect it.
He has to.
If
Yeah.
only one of us had a spell like non-detection, which lasts an hour and can block these type of readings.
Do we have that here?
No, it's a first level spell for wizards.
Oh, okay. So yeah, hold the gauntlet up.
Mhm.
I
I
go,
remember seeing that.
this is in my hand. As a shard of a mirror. Inside that shard is sealed.
What's it called, sir?
The mirror was called the Mirror of Wisdom.
Mirror of Wisdom. Okay.
Inside that shard is
Just,
sealed.
I just need to know what it does.
The mirror shard doesn't let you see in the future a little bit.
Divination. I'll write down. Okay.
The issue is what's inside the shard. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Oh, is it?
Great.
Would you real quick? Would you classify it as artifact or less?
The mirror?
Yeah,
Shard?
it sounds like you're building up to something, so I just need to classify it as a. It sounds like it's greater than a normal magical item.
It is, yes.
So artifact then?
I don't know about artifact. I guess so.
Artifact. Okay.
The shard has a monster trapped inside of it. The Nightmare King. This is why it's wrapped up.
Luma's taking 2 steps away from Val.
Oh
It's paperwork. Don't worry about it.
man. I just like to imagine the gif of the and then behind internal screaming. The lady.
We're just just crazy.
I'm sorry.
We think it's the Nightmare King. It's
We are trying to dispose of the monster.
Don't move. Freeze.
not moving.
That's and then that's the last thing you remember.
Oh, great.
Oh no. Oh no.
Kaluma, you watch as there's like this flash of purple and then a shatter. And then there's like this and this collapse,
You did not.
and you watch as Valerie's gone. And this purple energy field kind of like collapses.
Pedro,
Yes.
I'm sorry in advance.
Sure.
Paloma grabs the summoning stone. Detect portals. I'm gonna see if I can follow.
Well, didn't he put the summoning stone inside the
I did.
tray?
I did.
Okay.
I thought it was still on the train, not removed yet.
Well, they collide chunk.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Okay. So yeah. Then they after that like collapse and that shunk. Sir, do you have anything that you'd like to declare?
What happened to her?
Oh, we're just gonna separate the items from her, and then she'll be fine.
If you do that, you could release the monster.
Okay, duly noted. Thank you.
You can do that safely?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And she will be okay?
Oh, yeah. She's been sent to our spellbreaker division. It's no problem.
Oh, okay.
They have all this and they're having trouble with the goddamn mafia.
I'm
They're
just gonna
bought
roll
out.
an insight check. Does it look good? 13 plus 5 is 18.
She seems confident.
Confident
I
that
don't
Val
think
will
I'm
be
carrying any
dead.
Or
items
that,
on me.
or that she doesn't exactly know what they do.
No, I don't have any man. Do you include magical creature items?
Just is it magic?
I mean, they're not explicitly magic. But I've got like this manticore tail.
No, that's fine.
Okay, I've just. Okay, no, I don't think I'm carrying it.
What? Yeah. Okay. Then go ahead and step through.
Okay.
Yep. And then the door opens, and it's like a 5-foot space that you have to step into. It's kind of like a little 5-foot room.
Why do I feel if we all would have went, this would have been like a Guardians of the Galaxy scene?
Looked on a feeling. Kaluma walks in.
Yep. So you step in, and then the door shuts behind you, and it's just darkness. And then you can feel this kind of pulsating magical energy rush over you. Is there anything you didn't tell her about?
No, I have no magic items
Okay.
at all.
So the first wave of magical energy goes over you. And then right after that, another wave of magical energy goes over you and dispels your tongues.
I thought it would.
Yep. And then
So glad.
thunk, the next door opens and you're able to walk into their back offices. And this basically there's lots of desks and there's lots of people working. It looks kind of like a stereotypical bullpen. Yeah.
Kaluma's gonna say, "Well, crap, paperwork in Elvish."
Meanwhile,
No,
Valerie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm concerned about Val, but like she said that you're fine.
Wasn't even gonna say anything about me and you.
Yeah.
You are an elf on cog.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and my hood and everything cover me. Like I've been walking around with my ears and stuff exposed because all of that stuff is still with Mabel from the disguise.
I know. I took a cloak from one of the other people.
I thought I handed you mine.
Yeah, I thought it
Oh,
was.
you did?
Yeah,
No, I thought it was a rogue.
because I was using all the other ones to cover them up so that they'd have some respectful type
No,
of.
I gave her one of the cloaks that I took.
Oh,
Oh yeah, because
Okay.
the other people had cloaks, right?
they had scars.
I don't say I don't
Or
have your cloak.
scarves,
You have
yeah.
your own cloak, right? Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Well, if Kaluma had his stuff, he'd be wrapped up. If he didn't, he's fully exposed as an elf.
All right, so me.
Yep. Yep, Valerie, you find yourself in a pretty expansive, basically chamber. It's maybe like 500 feet
Mm-hmm.
of open space, but it's very clearly a dungeon. It's 20 feet tall,
Mm-hmm.
chains all over.
Oh, so she can reach the ceiling.
I'll check the gauntlet. Do I have the gauntlet on?
Hmm? You do have the gauntlet on right now.
What about the shard?
It's still in there.
I still have everything.
You
Great.
still have everything, right?
All right.
But the moment you kind of regain consciousness, you feel yourself chained to the floor.
Okay.
Legs,
down.
arms, what? Yep.
Oh, like okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, am I like tied tight to the ground, or like, do I have any? Is there any lax in the chain?
Yeah, basically like you could not raise your hands any higher. You could not.
Well, I'll just
Yeah.
sit down then.
Yep. And you're kind of stuck there for a second.
Okay.
And after about maybe a minute passes,
Mm-hmm.
you hear this kind of like burst of energy, like this. And then you hear someone walking from behind you.
Mm-hmm. Turn my head around, like.
Yep. And it's a robed individual, completely cloaked up. They've got this mask pulled up over their face, and then you can't see any kind of important details about their face. They're completely gloved up, but they have blue robes with emerald trim, and it's the same kind of color scheme as the people upstairs.
Okay.
And they say, so it looks like your name is Crease? Valerie Crease?
Yes, sir. Sir, ma'am.
There you go. Homeworld can't pull anything up.
Rhalanas.
Yeah. Doesn't make any sense. So we looked you up and can't find anything. They come around your side. Emerald gloves, emerald trim. That's all you can see.
Okay.
Why can't we find a homeworld for you?
Because Rhalanas is gone.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I am the guardian of Rhalanas, if that name carries any weight.
Sorry, it doesn't. No.
Okay.
And they come over and they touch the glove and the glove falls off.
Mine? Or
Yeah,
theirs?
yours.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on.
Yep,
Careful,
sorry.
careful.
Nope.
No, I'm just warning you. I'm just warning you.
What?
Did they explain about the shard?
Yeah, they did upstairs. Yeah.
Okay. There's something else about that shard I didn't get to mention.
What?
There's someone else sealed inside of that shard. So whatever, if you're going to dispel the shard or whatever, there is someone else we need to save out of there.
Okay.
And also that gauntlet is very important to me. Please. I need that back after we're done with this. I don't know what you're going. I'm not resisting. I'm not. This is all of you. Just
Well,
what I've got to do to get out of this.
you can have the gauntlet back. That's no problem.
Oh,
But
God.
if you brought the equivalent of a weapon of mass destruction into a police station, that's a different matter. We're going to investigate this and we'll give you back what we feel is safe.
Okay. We know how to get rid of it.
So do we. And you suddenly find yourself right next to Kaluma.
Does
Do I have
that
the
have a
gauntlet?
glove?
Sans gauntlet. But you have a receipt.
For the gauntlet
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the summoning stone.
and the summoning stone.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to
Like you're just suddenly like you're on your knees, your hands and knees in the middle of the bullpen, and there's like this kind of like this ethereal smoke coming off of you, this kind of purplish like mist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get up. Is there anyone else around besides me and Kaluma?
Kaluma's gonna.
Well, there's a whole bullpen full of people, but they don't seem bothered by this. Like
Like people.
it's
like, locked up?
Tuesday. What?
Like people locked up.
No, they're working. They got paperwork.
Detector. We need a detector.
No, bullpen as in cube farm.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah, an investigator.
Is there anyone nearby?
Yeah, there's people working.
I'll rush over to the first person. Hi, pardon me. Look,
You're not my case. Are you the people with the weird glove?
Yes. Who would I talk
Yeah,
to?
paperwork's showing up on all of our desks. Don't worry.
I need to declare something
What?
about the item that they took from me.
What? They're going to figure that out real fast.
I need to tell them before they do something they don't want to do, though. I just want to give them a warning. So can you just pass the message?
He puts his hand on his face like,
exposing the shard will let the thing sealed inside of it out.
gotcha.
I just
That's
all I got.
Where do we go so we don't take time?
You stay right there.
Me?
Oh, yeah, that's you.
My buddy doesn't know common too well. Can I please cast tongues back on him?
No, you can't cast spells in here. Are you fucking crazy? Did someone not take your spell pouches? Hey, they still have components. And then someone comes over. Don't you use your summoning stone to cast?
No.
Oh, sorry. I messed up.
You don't?
Here's a knife.
Oh, sorry. Whoa, Jesus. Sorry. That's my mistake.
I'll offer my hip if they.
Yeah. So they come by and it's like, someone honestly should have taken your weapons too. This is, God, we're pretty backed up today. I'm sorry. And then they take everything else from you.
Kaluma too?
Yes.
They didn't take my dignity though.
Yeah.
Fine. I'm gonna write up a list of all my weapons I have to turn over now.
Yeah, so they give you a receipt for everything.
Well,
They look really embarrassed.
They were gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
but it was nice.
And then they point you to a couple chairs that are available. And then you sit for about an hour and a half.
Val is is just doing all sorts of shit with her hand now because like she hasn't been able to unclutch it
Yeah.
for a week.
You're just like,
Just start clapping and like.
Can't she even unclench it?
yeah. It's just like,
Yeah, the muscles in her hand have deteriorated.
So
Unclench it like Kaiser Sose at the end of fucking Usual Suspects.
yeah.
So it's been 2 hours now, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm sending to Val. Where are you guys? Are you okay? Do you need help?
Do I have to speak out loud to send anything back?
Do we even know if you got it?
Well, that's a great question.
Yeah, he gets it.
He does. Okay. Let's see.
I think it's a brain.
In your mind, so you can do it in your mind.
Let's go. Message is not a good idea right now. Trust me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not a good idea right now. Trust me. Did you answer any of my questions at all?
That's all he said. That's all he said.
She's like, yo, you okay?
God
Don't
damn
talk
it.
to me right now.
And I'm like, hey, are you okay? Where are you? Not right now.
Abort.
No, I said message is not a good idea right now.
That doesn't tell her that you're
That's
okay.
Still like,
That's an extremely alarming
so
thing.
yeah, Mabel is very worried right now.
I just called to say, shut up.
I wanted to make sure they can cast prismatic.
Who gave you this number?
They can cast prismatic anything on my ass. I'm not fucking with these dudes right now.
So after an hour and a half, finally someone comes up to you. Same, like I said, same outfit. although they have this little silver pen kind of like right up here, and it looks like a little bit like it's like a little sphere with a little bit of a metallic tint to it that must mean something to them. And they come up to you, and they have this again, like the others, they have this military stance to them. They've got this kind of split down the middle, silverish hair, a little bit of a stubble to them as well. And he says, "Are you Valerie and Kalama?"
Kaluma, yeah.
Kaluma. Hey,
I'm Val.
how's it going?
I'm all right, I guess. It feels good to be able to unclench my hand, but I'm also really worried about everything that's happened so far.
Understandable. Well, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Follow me.
Okay. Who are you again? I didn't catch your name, sir.
Galvin.
Calvin. Okay.
Investigator Galvin, and I've been assigned to your case.
Okay.
All right, come with me.
All right. I should give you the heads up. My compatriot here isn't too great with common. I can cast tongues if you would allow, but I
What do you-
understand that that's probably
What do you speak?
I speak common.
Yeah, great. I know that. What does he speak?
Elvish.
Okay. What do you both speak?
Common, only he doesn't do it very well.
How do you guys talk to each other?
We have
I
gosh,
speak
that
plenty.
we can
A wizard cast a spell that lets us talk to each other. Good.
usually if it used to be that we would do tongues, but
Whoa.
not like that. Val laughs. But no, we just kind of push through it now.
Whoa. All right. Well, come on with me then.
Yep.
All right. He takes you over to his desk. It's pretty.
Ask Val, what did you guys just say?
He's asking how we talk.
Oh, we just talk.
All right, go to his desk.
Right. It's extremely organized. Like he's got two quills, and they're perfectly lined up next to sheets of paper that are perfectly lined up next to a little bottle of ink. Like everything is perfectly aligned. And he sits down, puts the chair perfectly aligned to the desk. Has two chairs waiting for you.
Mm-hmm.
How do you sit down?
Kaluma just sits.
Yeah, I sit down normally, I guess. I let Kaluma sit first, and then I'll sit.
All right. So he pulls out a report.
Tense posture.
Yep, he pulls out a report. Quill, ink.
Mm-hmm.
Says, all right, so let me get some information from you first. Name?
Sure. Valerie Crease.
All right.
Children of Rhalanas.
What?
Valerie Crease, and my title is the Guardian of Rhalanas.
All right. City?
I was from
Gotta think back to
Or
that
something.
backstory.
on Rhalanas.
What?
On Rhalanas, I was from a city.
How do you spell on Rhalanas? Wait, hold on, wait, stop.
The
What?
city I'm from? Oh, what's up?
What are you talking about?
I'm from the world of Rhalanas.
The world of Rhalanas?
Yeah, I told the spellbreaker inside the dungeon I got teleported.
I
to.
thought you were just fucking lying to her. So you're sticking with that.
Yeah, I'm an off-worlder.
And
I'm just here doing some travel.
him too?
Huh?
Your buddy too?
Yeah. He's not from Rhalanas though.
Well, where are you from? Anytime you're ready.
I am Kaluma.
You're okay.
Great.
Okay, is he real dumb or just kind of dumb or what is
He
this?
doesn't understand common.
Real dumb.
But you talk to him.
Through
Okay, you're gonna answer for him. Where's he from?
he's from the world of Menroth, the traveling city of. He's from a city called Morgan, the traveling city of Morgan.
The traveling city of Morgan?
Yes, it's a city that moves around inside the great forests of Arcadia.
I see.
This is going great so far.
This is really going great.
All right. So he's from a travel city, and you're from.
Corsetto.
You're the guardian of Rhalanas. Okay. And what brings you? And you're not okay. So what brings you to Inavasa?
Into what?
Inavasa?
Inavasa. I thought we're on Cog.
What's a cog?
We're in Inavasa?
Yeah, I guess.
No,
Is that good or bad?
Out of game. Holy fuck.
I was like, yeah, how do you spell this?
Huh. Well, my compatriot and I and our friends were we're trying to teleport somewhere, and then we ended up right smack dab in some church, maybe like 11 blocks away.
Yeah.
And
What?
that's where we got jumped by a 365.
That rundown 365. Okay, now we're talking.
And they stole something from us and massacred a couple of our compatriots. Yeah,
Massacred a couple people?
they killed them at least. I mean, maybe not massacred. Maybe massacred's not the right word, but they
No, it
killed
was
them.
with the number of people that were there. There was definitely a massacre.
Couple people.
I mean, like how many horizons? I'll look over.
21.
We brought 21.
I'll look over the horizon. I'll look at. Yeah, you said 21.
Kaluma doesn't know. Kaluma can't count.
About 20-ish Horizon Walkers were killed. They had come with us.
Horizon Walkers, okay?
Yeah, so that's what Kaluma is.
All
Actually.
right,
He's a
that's right.
Horizon Walker.
Horizon Walker. Okay.
What fucking deep here, man? Holy shit!
And Kaluma
Why
doesn't
did we
have.
think we were on COG? Who said
Because
COG?
that little piece of shit thief said we're on Cog. And he said that we're in Gamstaff too. That motherfucker was lying both times.
Oh
He was
shit!
lying when he told you that.
He's
Oh,
lying.
shit.
All right. So,
But
what did he
that's-
steal from you?
He stole a book that lets us
Oh God.
that
Oh, God.
records our
This little book?
they stole a book from us. They stole a book.
You're telling me that 365, you guys showed up in a church with about 20 or so of your closest friends from 2 different worlds,
Mhm.
and this gang, the 365, killed 20 of them, and all they stole from you was a book?
They probably thought it was a spell book.
Yes.
I'm sure they
But
stole other
now,
things,
as
but-
far as I know, spellbreakers say that they lifted off a summoning stone and a couple artifacts just from you.
Mhm.
But they wanted the book.
I don't think they knew. Well, my hand was wrapped up. I told them it was a cast. And they were trying to interrogate me.
Okay.
365.
And you survived 365.
Mm-hmm. Me, Kaluma.
Can you describe who you saw?
I didn't hear. What did you say, Kaluma?
Well, you're both talking very fast. What have you said so far?
I can understand your friend a bit.
Yeah.
Why is he acting like he can't talk?
He's very shy, I think.
What?
Yeah, Kaluma, you know how to speak common, right?
Yeah.
Then why are you acting like you can't?
What?
Kaluma, I don't need to interpret for you. You can speak common. It's
Right.
broken common.
Yeah.
So
He's staring real hard at you now, Kaluma. He doesn't seem to trust you now.
Give him the idiocracy
just
puzzle.
talk to the guy.
Okay.
Yeah, talk to me, Kaluma.
Hi.
Why do you think that this book caught their eye?
You're talking to me or Kaluma?
I'm talking to Kaluma.
Okay.
So far they've been able to use it to travel to a world that shouldn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a magic book.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, I'm going to tell you, since apparently you guys aren't from here, 365 is it's a pretty tough group. They run a lot of this district over here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll keep an eye out for them. And if we get your book back, how do we contact you?
Why don't we work together actually on that?
Do
We
you
met
want-
Hermit.
Okay.
Like,
If
the
you
two of
hear
us-
anything, you let me know.
I mean, like, why don't we just raid them? We know that the main dude's name is Hammer, and if you know where they're at, I mean, we could lead an
Maybe.
attack.
Sure, you want to join up with the with the police, and we'll deputize you, and then we'll lead an assault on the local gang turfs until we find them.
Insight check. This sounds very sarcastic.
Yeah.
You don't need to roll.
Okay.
It's sarcastic as hell.
I guess my question is, why are they giving you guys trouble? You guys can cast prismatic spells.
We can.
Yeah, your spellbreaker division alone could probably topple them.
Well, let me break it down to you like this. Do you know how much money it cost and how much we had to clear to build that little room?
No.
Me neither.
Would it help? I
Like-
find it helps if you write it down.
Dilemma.
If you're being a smartass, you need to stop.
Kalama's not being a
It,
smartass.
well, you know that, and I know that, but it was really funny. He says, like, I don't know how it works where you're from, but just because you know a guy that can build a building doesn't mean that you can go around just walking around with a construction crew all the time that can just do construction on the fly.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't sit around with a cabal of mages on staff waiting around to just blow shit up.
Again, did you guys tell us about the mages in the graveyard?
Yeah, I think they did.
Right. I'm gonna bring that up. Yeah. Yeah, the mages in the graveyard, remember?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
told
the
you
ones
that.
that Tap followed.
I remember they were just like some type of secret group that
They didn't
changed their
cast
attire completely.
And, yeah.
So,
We're a criminal
yeah.
organization, but we had never encountered
Do you have any idea what's going on in the graveyard?
Skeleton Crew, another gang.
Another gang? Okay.
Yeah.
We were trying to find 365 and we saw them.
Yep. There's reports that they hang out there. Bust them when we can.
Okay.
Yep.
So there's no interest in a coordinated assault on 365.
Again, I don't know what it's like if you're really from other worlds like you say you are, but you can't just sign up and start running raids with the police. Like,
Okay.
I know. It wasn't like it's not an everyday thing. I just was an offer.
yeah, that's just not how it works. I don't know what kind of clout the Guardian of Rhalanas has on whatever world you used to have, but that's just not how it works here. You can't show up and I can't give you a badge and have you break down people's houses and start punching people with that giant glove of yours.
Right. So, and I'm speaking purely out of ignorance. So, there's a lot of bureaucracy in this world. Then
There's rules.
Okay, I mean, I know there's rules on Rhalanas and Menroth too, but it seems like things are done a bit more to the letter of the law instead of the spirit of the law. Is that fair?
Yeah, it must be really different. It must be just like, are there guards and are there police where you're from?
We call them guards. Something never as extravagant as this.
I think it is a world of adventurers.
Oh, I mean, we have adventurers here too. I suppose they just can't do whatever they want.
But it's a world of adventurers, I think.
Yeah, Rhalanas was very much about the story, and everyone liked the idea of the story. If that makes any sort of sense, it was a cultural thing.
Everyone is an adventurer on Rhalanas.
Well, no offense, but that sounds pretty goddamn awful. So so what happens when someone breaks into your house? What do? Do you just grab a sword and start breaking up people's houses till you find whoever stole your,
Not everyone was an adventurer on Rhalanas. It's a bit of an exaggeration. It was just like, I don't know. So let me ask you this.
Well, I'm just one more question. I'm honestly a little morbidly fascinated by this. So, it's the middle of the night. Someone breaks into your house, and they clear out your life savings.
Mm-hmm.
Do you and 3 of your best friends just grab a bunch of swords and a spell book and just beat the shit out of everyone till you get it back?
I mean, if that's what the story calls for.
Sounds about right.
That is terrible.
That's what we do.
Kaluma is nodding with the investigator right now, like, yeah, I know.
Not a game.
What happens if, like, someone kills your best friend?
Revenge plot.
Get revenge.
That sounds lawless and awful.
No, there's laws. It's just
If you want. So what happened to your world?
I have no idea.
Couldn't have been adventurers.
Out of
That was out of character. That had to have been out of character. I'm
I
sorry.
have no idea what happened to our world. One day we were talking to the spirit of the forest. The next minute,
He just leans back in his chair like,
we were all teleported to a desert, and that's where we met Kaluma and got involved in a territorial dispute. So the story took us. Our story's not done yet.
well, I'll put a report in for your book and see if we can find out if 365 gets found and if they've got your book in their library, and then if it turns up, we'll get that book returned to you.
Can I ask you a few questions? Because I don't.
Sure.
All right, great. Please, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
What kind of world is Inavasa?
Yes, on that note, Pedro.
Book of rule laws, I guess.
I mean, well, like, what are some high points in your? What are some points in your history, like big events? I'm genuinely curious. Like, I don't want to seem like a fish out of water. I want to learn about your world.
I don't know where to start with that. Like,
Any big wars?
yes.
Anything I shouldn't say on the street that would get me punched?
You know what? I'll throw you one more bone before you leave.
Thank you.
He tosses a set of keys.
He says,
Hang yourself.
looks around. And he gets real low. And he says it in a real, like the lowest whisper he can.
Yeah, I get low too.
Kaluma leans in.
Do you have friends here?
Yeah.
If I tell you this, you can't tell them.
Okay. Why?
Because one of them's going to open their mouth. And if they say something, they're dead.
Okay.
I'm going to look over at Val and just like, Val.
And I'm not being coy. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm serious.
Okay.
I shouldn't even tell you this, but you want one piece of advice.
Yeah.
And he looks around one more time. If you hear something about the syndicate, walk away. Don't say anything and don't ever say that word again.
Don't even know what you said.
That's right.
Thank you.
You hear that word, you walk away from it. Don't ever entertain it. You never heard it.
You got it.
Well, best of luck to you. I don't know if you're trying to stay here on this world. Hopefully you find a new book, because there's not really a good chance you're getting that one back. But if we find it, I guess we'll get it back to you. How do we get a hold of you? Or you're just going to keep checking in?
I guess we'll just keep checking in.
All right.
When will we learn about the shard?
The shard?
Yeah. Yeah, I need my gauntlet back.
Oh,
And the shard too.
check in with the Spellbreaker on the way out.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the world is called.
Inavasa.
Can I make an intelligence check?
Yeah.
Can you spell your world for us?
Spell the yeah, INOVASSA.
INOVASSA.
Yeah.
Kaluma doesn't say that. It's too fast. Intelligence check.
Sir, you've been a great help. Thank you for everything.
What was that, Dada? What'd you get?
I got an 8.
Intelligence, your specialty.
Ah,
Yes. Only a
my soufflé de mignon.
Nothing. I get it.
Yeah. All right, and with that, you guys walk out.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
We collect our stuff.
Yeah, you're able to pick up all your weapons, your summoning stone, and your gauntlet.
Where's the shard?
Shards and lockup.
When can I get that back?
They're still evaluating it, but I'm going to be honest with you. The Spellbreaker says it looks like it's like a weapon of mass destruction.
Is there a way I could speak with the Spellbreaker so I can maybe
With me?
speak with them so I can give them more information about the shard?
Sure, speak with me.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So did anyone give you the message that inside that shard is a second person?
Yes.
Okay. That shard is best kept covered at all times. You cannot look into it.
Yep.
I think they're taking all necessary precautions.
Because that thing can get out, and that thing broke into our world.
Frank, out of character.
Hmm.
It's from Rhalanas. It's a narrative thing. The harder you push for it not to be released,
Don't fuck this up, Frank.
Okay. I don't know if I should give him the warning or just let him. That seems like some. There is a book that I absolutely hate that deals with the same thing, and I am not going to repeat that mistake. Blue Beetle or Blue Wonder Boy, whatever the fucking book was called.
Who knows?
Yeah, I can't do it, Pedro.
What are you talking about?
If I tell him to look to make sure you don't look into the shard, then that pushes the narrative that they're gonna look at the shard because
Too late now.
the big red shiny button, like fucking
Yeah. Push the shiny
they're
button.
gonna look at the fucking thing anyway.
Anyway,
Look, it's dangerous. I just want to make sure
thank you.
that's how it gets out.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a Horizon Walker outpost?
In this world,
Yeah.
the one you never heard of.
Yeah.
He rode an 8.
Yeah, I'll ask him.
That's what.
What?
Are there any Horizon Walkers?
What?
Are there any Horizon Walkers in this world?
What?
Horizon Walkers. You know what they are? You know what they are?
Sorry, I sold it too well.
Oh.
That's their answer. What?
No, never mind. That answers that. Okay.
Sorry. And with that, it's not too long before you make your way back to the warehouse.
Oh my gosh! You're alive!
Yeah.
Oh,
You
fantastic.
answered my questions, and I was worried.
We are not even on motherfucking COG.
We're not. Where are we?
Well,
And I'll hold up the fucking gauntlet, no bandage.
Oh my god! Is it out?
Oh, so we're doomed.
Oh my gosh!
So that's hold on, real quick. Like Paddington walks up for the high five and goes, "Oh no,
No, I'll still go for the high five.
no, I don't want it."
Oh my gosh! Oh my god! The Nightmare King is out now. Oh,
We are on a world called Inavasa.
we just
Wait, what?
Inavasa?
How do we get out of
Inavasa.
Boston?
Hey,
Stole it.
that's my joke.
Yeah, I stole that one.
So, we are not in COG. They have the shard at the police office.
Okay.
They,
But the
What is a
Nightmare King's
police
still in it?
office?
huh? Hopefully, I gave them every bit of warning I could.
Oh, actually.
So you got to talk to them.
I got to talk to them. Yes.
Oh, great. Where's 365's hideout?
Oh, they're not gonna. They don't know shit, or they're not gonna tell me shit. They won't work with us. They're just going to. We just told them that we are missing a book,
So is
and
it
they're
okay
going
for us
to.
walk around?
Should we just should we assume you impart upon us the whole conversation?
Yeah, everything but this. Everything
All
but
right.
the syndicate part.
Damn it.
Damn it, I wanted to hear some cool shit.
All right.
So you didn't tell them about us.
Correct. I told them that we traveled with the Horizon Walkers. The Horizon Walkers got ganked, and
Yeah, you told him everything except for yeah.
All right. So now we have 2 things to fetch.
oh no, we did. They do know about you guys actually.
Well, they not the details, just yeah, friends.
Yeah.
So now we have not. Now we don't even have the shard, and we still don't have the book or help
we need
getting
to-
the book.
Yeah, we need to break in, get the book, and then go get the shard as well.
Yeah.
Hold up.
I mean, at this point, let's just roll up like the badasses that we can be.
Where?
No.
Yes.
No.
Why?
Yes.
No.
Why not?
This is not Rhalanas. This
True.
is their world.
Oh,
You go around attacking people. You are,
Going to get arrested.
yeah.
Okay. So maybe we find out where they're
Stealth
at,
mission.
and
I
we
didn't
just break.
Yeah, I didn't see any police show up when we got attacked. As far as I'm concerned, they threw the first punch.
Well, I mean, they weren't even. They're a third party that wasn't even involved. What are you talking about?
Oh, no, I'm talking about 365.
Oh, okay. I was like, as far as I'm involved, the police did this to it. Like, well, hold on. I'm fuck the man, but what?
Yeah,
Like-
that's a whole nother problem. But
Paddington kind of like plops down and he says, I have to ask something else.
Yeah.
No book. No shard. Which means no Father Jacobs.
I told them there's a second person in there that we need. The problem is
There's a question. At what point? At what point do we ask ourselves if we've done enough?
Ken, stop. That's all of our
when the
friends.
last of us dies.
Our friends and our family.
But we don't even know. And maybe I'm just asking this so that we can get this out of the way. Maybe I actually believe it. I don't even know. But I'm saying every step of the way, the journey is getting more and more complicated, more and more impossible. It feels like we haven't even started yet.
We really haven't. But
We've lost any and all progress we had when we lost the book. What if rebuilding Rhalanas isn't possible? What if we are Rhalanas? What if, and I don't know, but what if there is no rebuilding Rhalanas? What if the whole point of the story of Rhalanas is us? What if we do all this and Hobson tells us, ha ha ha, the story's alive in all of you, and there's some kind of sick, stupid moral of the story that the story was us the whole time or some stupid shit, and we find out that I just don't want to go through all this and find out that like the magic was inside of us all the time.
No.
Right.
That no. Not no to all of that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Or
No.
I have a
No.
It is not impossible.
oh,
We're going to save Rhalanas. We are going to get the book. This is not over. This is just the hard part of our story. We're going to find it. You'll see.
that's what I meant too. Good. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, I said that so that we would all suddenly get our second wind.
Paddington has a
We
point.
give up every time.
I'm so glad we all felt the same way.
What was that, Kaluma?
Paddington has a point. We don't need the book to find the other people and save them if they're on other worlds.
Well, we actually do need that book to make it way easier. Plus, I think we have to actually write everything in the book, right?
Oh yeah,
You need the book.
that
Where to
too.
find it.
But is a good story easy?
No,
No.
that is why.
That's why it's so hard.
This
Yeah, this better be a hell of a Rhalanas we're creating.
It's gonna be amazing. I'm so glad.
Sorry.
So I'd like to think back to something Paddington mentioned a few days ago.
Oh, what?
I recall you saying something about there being a little too much debate and not quite enough ass kicking.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Careful reconsideration. I think a little more ass kicking is called for.
What do we do?
I say we find a 365 member and shake the ever living shit out of them
Like a
until we get an
baby.
answer.
Quick
Wait.
comment. Just gutting them is not an effective intimidation strategy.
We're not going to gut him, but we are going to detain him amongst our persons.
And
Hey,
do what?
you've got a rogue in the group. I can try tailing one.
We can tail one. We
I
can.
tailed a criminal last night.
Wait,
Am I right?
wait.
Yes.
Earlier, we were worried that they knew too much. Right?
Yeah.
So, what if all the times we screwed up are going to pay off?
What do you mean?
Explain.
Well, one of them got away, right?
Yeah.
And they know that their book doesn't work without our quill.
So
That
they're
a
going
trap?
to come for us.
Hmm.
And we're tired. Oh, did you? I'm sorry.
That's what they said in the church.
Way to
Oh.
explain it.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Sorry.
I didn't remember that.
And I think Mabel's right.
Yeah, I think we need to show up.
We'll attract more bears with honey.
They're going to come after us.
I
Damn.
pop out as soon as Paddington said that, I pop out of the crate and I'm like, did somebody say more bears?
Were you just waiting for a gag like that?
Absolutely not.
Hey, I'm sorry. I forgot. I forgot, Callie.
It's okay. It's okay.
I totally missed it.
Okay, everybody forgot. Nobody remembers.
No, I don't want to pull a West, and I don't want to West explain it or Brummel-splain it.
Brummel-splain it.
Yeah.
Data,
It sucks. The last thing the Brummelstone did before you got Mega Man boss explosion was fucking mansplain.
So my question is this: Is it okay for us to walk around in this place?
That I didn't find out. We're gonna draw a lot of attention either way.
I think the fact that they said, "Oh, is that the bear crawling into a building?" is probably not.
Yeah, I think okay is a relative term.
So you didn't explain our situation.
I was trying to keep everything as on the down low as much as possible.
Okay.
Well, you mentioned you'd go back and check in with them.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean we could go back in and go, hey man, we
My
got
friend-
Some,
my fr-
we got some
my friend-
cushion.
My friends are some bears, a mouse, a turtle, and a tree.
On the
I'm gonna
other
write this
hand,
world down since I've never heard of it before. Might be good for notes later.
we have a plan now. We
Oh,
lure
yeah.
them out with the quill and
All
Where are
right.
we going to go? Are we going to stay here? Are we going to go
Symbol is
back to church?
If people have seen us, we should stay here.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could just, well,
I say stay here and set the trap.
so what is our trap?
I say let's take the time and set it up. So,
I concur. That sounds like a Rogan thing to do.
yep. So here's what I propose. I propose you guys take the time and set the trap up between now and next game.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So are we gonna play next week?
We're playing next week unless we don't have enough players because of Christmas plans, but
I mean, I'm not going to be there no matter
right,
what.
right.
Because I'm going to be hopped up on those drugs.
Heck
Man,
yeah.
spare 'em.
Do you want someone to play your character? Do you want me to run your character?
You
Like
can-
combat wise? Okay.
You can. Like, I'll work with them on the trap and stuff. And so anything.
Yeah. That's like you playing out the trap with everybody.
Like,
so-
anything that I do with the trap, like, yeah, obviously want that to be done.
Cool.
After that, it's up to you.
So yeah, let's do this. Let's end a little bit early. That would actually really help me out. And we will meet up next week with a fully formed plan. And yeah, we'll come back together next week, 7:00, World Walkers Rhalanas for the last game of the year. Thanks everyone for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
All right, see you later.
Walker's Home Alone edition.
Yes.
Oh my god. Dibs on the tarantula.